Welcome to another edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the Serbian farm. Alright, so what we have going on today is we are currently harvesting canola. We planted that last episode, or between the last episode and this episode, I can't remember. We're harvesting canola at the moment, and that is going well. What we need to do today is... let's go somewhere quiet. There we go, here. What we need to do today is we're going to go ahead and buy a field. So actually what's happening right now is field 37. We haven't bought it, but we placed a bid on it because it's a field that is on auction at the moment. Now, it's not the field I want because it's kind of out of the way. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but we might buy it and then flip it. We'll see. The field I am thinking about getting is 32. 32 is close to the biogas facility, which is right here, and it's close to the beef cows, which is good. So it's already actually planted in grass already over there too. So what I'm thinking is if I buy 32 and 31 and do grass with all that area, I can then fill up the biogas facility to make sure we have enough slurry to fertilize our fields. Now, what's 32? 32 is... $14,000 and 31 is $15,000. So it's going to cost us 30 grand basically just for those two fields, but that hopefully should allow us to make enough grass in order to make silage out of it so we can sell it at the biogas plant. That's the idea for now. The other option is going after field 72, which is $45,000, or field 70, which is $40,000. Now, we have $84,000 at the moment, so we could do both. So that's 30 and that's 40, so that's $70,000, and that would leave us with about 15 grand left. So we could do that, but remember, we do have canola coming out, and I believe there's a great demand coming up for canola. Yes, there is, in 1 day, 7 hours. And there's also a beef great demand, although we've had 10 cows now for a while and none of them are still ready yet. So the cows, of course, are the pigs in the bottom hand of the screen there. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and buy 72 because we need some more real estate close to our farms. We're going to do that first. Let's go ahead and buy that field. So now we own 70 and 71 and 72, and we have $38,000 left. Now field 70 is actually $40,000, so we can't technically buy that yet. But maybe when we get some more money from the canola. Now, the other thing I was thinking about is this tractor right here is the only tractor that has front linkage, which is fine for now. But if we want to do grass over by 32, we're going to need to use this tractor because it's the only one that can use mowers in the front and the back. That's the other thing we need to think about. So 32, how much was that? Let me just look. So 32 is $14,000. So we could still buy that field as well. Actually, we could still buy both 31 and 32 and use those two as grass facilities for our whole operation, basically. Now, there's no storage over there, which is the problem. Which is could be a problem. 32, 31. The problem with that is we would need to... hey, look, there's a plane. We would need to get some mowers. Let's take a quick drive and just think about it for a second here. Someone else asked about seeing the airport, and I just pointed out where it is on the map, but I didn't show it. So we're going to go ahead and just show that right now. So, I'm just going to take the F-150 over there, take it for a little drive. And let's give us a chance to think about it. So we could theoretically... so now we own this field right here and that field right there. So we could theoretically buy those other fields, because I don't think just from the one field we're going to have enough to fertilize all of our fields now. Ooh, that's another problem. So I think we're going to have to buy 32 and 31 at the very least, I think, just so we can fertilize all that field. Because what we're basically doing is we're making the silage, and from making silage we are changing that into biogas, and one of the byproducts is the fertilizer that liquid slurry it produces. So it's one of the benefits of it. Yeah, this is the right area. Alright, so someone asked about where the airport is. I forget who asked specifically, but we're gonna go ahead and come down here and I'll show you where it is. Let's speed up a little bit here. Also, someone asked for a shout out. I think you pronounce it as Keralis. So there you go, Keralis. There's your shout out. One of the things they mentioned was the fact that some combines can pull a baler behind it, and it's true. Checked it out. There are some combines that are able to do that. So what happens is basically you will drop the straw and then pick it up right away with the baler. So this is the airport, by the way. That's all it is. That's why I really didn't show it before. But I realize now from our little drive that we are going to have to buy at least field 32. Actually, no, I'm going to buy both of them. Let's make it a bit of a bonanza. So let's buy 32 and 31, and we'll plant 31 as grass. 31 and 32. Boom. So we have 9 grand left. Oof, it's a little light. The other thing I was thinking about is getting a bigger cultivator. I think we're going to need it now. Do we have enough money for that? I think we do, actually. I think our current cultivator is only worth $900. Let me just check. I think it's only $900. So even if we take it all, yeah, 850, not even. So we sell it, we'll get 425. So I'm just going to leave it. We're just going to keep it where it is for the time being, because we may need it for some other smaller activities, and it's always good to have an extra one around just in case. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let's just park the F-150 away here. So we're getting low on gas. Right beside our trailer. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a little bit of shopping for a new cultivator. Alright. I've also been thinking about getting a new seeder, although the only seeders I have available are... the only one I think we can probably get is the big one, but for now we're going to have to stick it out. So, not Amazon. I'm not paying attention. Mods by tractors. No, we don't need this. Front loaders. Nope. Don't need that either. I could get one of these, maybe, for storage facility over by the beef facility. Not at the moment, though. Harvesters. No, we don't. We do need to get a bigger harvester as our operation gets bigger. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to jump straight to a big one. Or we could get another small combine, potentially. But I think what we'll do is we'll just go straight to a big, maybe a 780 or 770. We'll see. Not quite at the moment, though. Not tippers, cultivators. So, this is 2.54, so that's actually smaller than we have now. That, I don't know, 2.5, too small. 3 meters, too small. 5.7. So this is the other one that we could potentially get. It's runs on your 3-point hitch, and it could work well. It looks like a bit of a tine system here. I can't see it very well. Heavy cultivation. This is fine cultivation. I think this is heavy disking right here. This is a 6-meter disc, and I think this is the one we're gonna go with. Because I don't think there's anyone that's quite this size at this price. Because some of the in-game ones, that's a 6-meter one. And right now, our current tractor we have a 4-point, where is it? It's down here. So our current is 4.6 meters, so we're increasing it by 1.4 meters, which is good. Yeah, because what other option do we have? That's 6. That's 5.7. That's 6. 7.5. That's too expensive though. Yeah, I think that's the only option we really have at our current price range. This one actually fertilizes too. But yeah, let's go ahead and buy the Ford 6-meter disc. And we'll ask them to deliver that nicely. There we go. Actually, I picked up something else. Sorry about that. That was my phone. I actually picked up something else off camera. I picked up the silage compactor just to try it out. It works fairly well on the silage. We don't have any at the moment because I dropped it all off. But it does work well. I'm actually going to move this out of the way because I believe that is going to be in the way of our... I think it's going to be the way of our Ford, actually. Ooh, let's stay inside. It's nice and quiet in here. Alright. Let's hook this up. Can I do it from the inside? Nope. That's not going to work that way, apparently. Alright, second attempt. There we go. And I might as well just get him started on this right away. And what I think I'm gonna do, is this gonna fit through here? Yeah, just barely. Alright, let's lower the sides here. And what I'll do is I'll do the first pass, and then I'll hire him. Let's lower this down. There we go. Yeah, so I'll do the first pass just because it always goes funny, because it's like, you don't own this field all the time, so. Although it seems to not care right now, so. I just want to make sure it goes in the right direction. Now we can hire. Looks like he's working out fine. The other thing I was thinking about was getting a Kirovitz, which is the big rocket tractor that we had in season 1, and the reason being is because it has 220 horsepower, which should be more than enough to pull that disc cultivator. Or we could do that's too expensive, can't afford that right now. This only has 185 horsepower, so this has 220 horsepower for 17,000, which is a pretty darn good deal. I don't think we have too many other tractors that are that cheap with that much horsepower. This has 196, this has 240, and this has 210, and that's it, I think. And that's not powerful enough. Alright, let's keep an eye on where he's going here. Let's make sure he's going in the right direction. The other nice thing about this is by having the bigger disc plow, or disc cultivator, it does allow us to do this a little bit faster. Nope, going the wrong way. Let's cross the tracks carefully here. And I think this is going to use a lot of fuel as well, so you need to keep that in consideration as well. Let's lower those down. Right, that was too late. Actually, yeah, let's do another strip just the back here, just so he doesn't go off into the train that comes by. Takes a while to drop. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we don't take out our canola that hasn't been harvested yet. We are taking out the grass, which is fine. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's get them started on the other side. Eventually what we want to do is we want to get a no-till seeder, so they don't need to cultivate at all, and we can sell all this equipment we have. Which will be nice, but until then, we're going to have to cultivate, because our current seeder does not support no-till operation. Alright, let's get it lined up again here. And it looks like, check how much canola we have. Well, what we're going to need to do is wait until the great demand hits. There we go. Should be fine for that for the time being. A bit of a lag issue there. I don't know what happened there. Alright, so we have this. We're going to need that still. We're going to need this for the... we're going to need this for the grass. Cedar we're going to need. F-150 we're going to need for drop-offs and touring. Yes, I think. What else do we... Is there anything else we could potentially get? I don't want to sell the canola yet because it's not in great demand. Let's check to see how much canola we're going to have. 19,000 liters of canola. So it's probably not going to get too much more than that off that field. But now our problem is we need some mowers. I'll have to think about this. I know which mowers I'm going to get, but we don't have the money at the moment. So what I'm going to do is going to stop the episode there for the time being. What I'll do off camera is I'll finish harvesting this field. I'll get this field planted right here. I'll get that field planted over there as well. And what also I'll do is I will use the I'll consider getting a mower, because what I might do is I might sell the canola off camera. We'll see. We'll see. Actually, what I'll do, I'll come back when the great demand's on for canola, and then I'll show you how much money we get from that. And until then, my name is Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, and we're playing on the Serbian farm. All right, guys, have a great day.